Now, let's turn our attention to one of our first installations of software, the Windows Terminal. In the past, I would set up the Windows command line and PowerShell as separate entries. However, I have since discovered that the Windows Terminal provides an easy way to access pretty much any terminal-based environment, so that's what we'll do. Back on Windows 10, we need to install the Windows Terminal from the Microsoft Store. I can easily access that by going to the search on the taskbar and simply typing Store. It should be the first item called Microsoft Store. Simply launch that. And of course, we'll be greeted with the Microsoft Store. Within the Store app, click on Search. Within the search field, type Terminal. Then press Enter. One of the first items should be Windows Terminal. Let's click onto that. Now, from here, click on Install. We don't actually need to sign in to the Microsoft Store, so I'm going to close out. Great. Once the product is installed, we can go ahead and close the Microsoft Store. And now go to the Start menu to find the Windows Terminal item. It should be under Recently Added. While we are here, let's go ahead and add this to our Start menu and the taskbar. Right-click, then Pin to Start. All right, let's go ahead and move this into our Tools group. Now let's return to the Windows Terminal item. Right-click again. Under More, find the item Pinned to Taskbar. Great. Now the Windows Terminal is available from the Start menu under our Tools group and from our taskbar. Let's fire it up and see what it looks like. By default, it launches into PowerShell. It's not a big deal. We can easily add in another terminal by using the down arrow and invoking Windows Command Prompt. What's great is they're separate tabs, which I really enjoy. However, on my monitor, this is really small, so I'm going to fix that. I'll close out one of those. And with the drop-down, I'm going to go to Settings. We'll start up here in Startup, which is the first item, and we'll scroll all the way down and adjust our launch size. I've determined that I want a little bit more width to this, so I'm going to set it at 150 columns. And I know I can get away with a few more rows, so I'll set it to 40 rows. Click Save. Now what we need to do is for each of our profiles, we need to adjust the font setting. I'm going to click on the Windows PowerShell first. Then go to Appearance. For the font size, I want to adjust it to 36. Go ahead and save. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the command prompt profile. Just click on it, go to Appearance, font size of 36. And let's save that now. All right, well, let's close out of Windows Terminal completely to test our settings. With Windows Terminal completely closed out, let's reopen it. All right, obviously I misjudged this. That's okay. I can go back into Settings, and if I remember correctly, actually this should be 30, not 36. I could have edited this out, but this sometimes is a trial and error process. I might have to readjust this screen just so that I have access to the save button again. Okay, great. Now that those settings have been saved, I'm going to close out and let's test it out again. All right. So my goal was simply to take up the majority of my screen and have fairly legible text. Both the PowerShell and command prompt look like they're set up roughly about the same. All right, great. That concludes this section.